book besties, welcome to or welcome back to my channel. If you guys are seeing my face for the first time, hi, my name is Maya and I like to talk about books here on the internet. Today's video is actually going to be really important for one of the upcoming videos. I don't know if it's going to be the one following this or what. We'll see what happens, but today is going to be a massive unhaul video, okay? I've done literally only one last year, and I'm pretty sure a steady pace of unhauls is going to be like 1 to 2 times a year, because I am really choosy about when I do my unhauls, and like I feel like that's a big thing for us booktubers, right? Or readers in general, right? Because like we're giving away our babies, it feels like, or even if they're not like our babies, it is just kind of like we are giving it away, and we really have to like think about it, and sometimes we just like keep on holding on to it because we're like, but we'll get there, right? And then it's like, no, you really don't. It's been 5 years, bro. Give it up. So, you know, these books have different and various reasons why they're going. I'm not gonna like go into my whole life story about oh, sorry. Air went down the wrong pipe. I'm not gonna go into the whole life story behind the reasons why I'm ditching them. Maybe just give a little, you know, a little explanation. Maybe not say anything at all. Just be like, this book, and if you've been here a while, you'll probably be like, yeah, that checks, or oh, that's kind of surprising. If there's a further thing that you guys want on that, I could probably give it to you. I don't know. I probably just don't feel the type of way about it in order to give an explanation, I feel, or I don't feel like I'm gonna like get questions as to like, why did you hate my favorite book? Okay. And it's no, most of these honestly are books that have been on my shelves way too long, and like I really don't have the space, because like I am trying to clean out my life here. I'm trying to do an entire thing with my content set up for something else, like for another channel. Like I'm trying to do like a reactionary gamer podcast type background. I mean, hello, my K-pop wall. Probably not going to be a full-on podcast background forever, but hey, it's a start, and like it looks pretty dang cool, not gonna lie. Like I was super, super proud of, I think it was day 2 of Bookmas. I was really proud of that. The edits, I was shocked. I was shocked by how it all worked, because I didn't know how it worked. I was really pressed for time too. I was like, I need to edit this now, but also I wanted to make it look good. And so I did a couple of things a little too early in the morning, and not gonna lie, and it actually worked out really well, and I'm very proud of it. So, anywho, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I have limited amount of space. All right, I really do, and like I can't even justify it to myself. Like, and trust me, I would love to justify keeping all of these books. I justified keeping them for so long in the past because I had a bigger room, because I had a garage. I don't have that. I have one room to myself here in this apartment, okay? And you know, I'm trying to be responsible. Okay, so for now, I'm gonna have to get rid of some books. Plus, and I forgot about this until I thought about this, my reward system is going to get me a lot of points to spend a whole lot of money. Let's get it going. In no particular order, The Cruel Prince by Holly Black and also The Wicked King by Holly Black. I did read this one. I DNF'd this one. The Daughter of the Pirate King by Trisha Levenseller. I did read this. And The Daughter of the Siren Queen, also by Trisha Levenseller. Have not read this. This one is going to need a little bit of explanation, because how dare I? I have quite a fair few Harry Potter books. Now listen, I didn't have the entire series. If I am going to own Harry Potter, I would like to own the entire series, because I have all of the Percy Jackson books, like the first initial part of the series, not the second part of the series. I have that. So it makes sense to keep. But for the Harry Potter books, I didn't have the entire series. I would like the entire series. I would also like to maybe find special editions of said series because it is my favorite series, or one of my favorite series, one of my favorite worlds, and so I'm letting them go to another home. Plus, they were also very loved. Like, not to say that I don't accept used books as gifts. I accept them all the time. I just, again, for the aforementioned reason, I would like the full series, and I don't have the full series. So, let them be loved again and again by delivering them to another place. Oh, I just got a text. My energy bevy is here. Okay, 1 second. Uno momentito, por favor. I will be right back. You guys. Okay, first off, I got my drink. Second off, no, I did not drink that much that quick from the door to here. And third, the amount of time that has passed since I paused this video is actually insane. I mean, it's not that long, but it's been like, I'd say probably 10 minutes or so. Like, a little side quest here. We're gonna spill some tea. So I ordered my energy bevy from my DoorDash, the regular place I go to, right? Well, I go to the door. Tell me why when I open that door, I immediately know that that drink was spilling. Now, it looked way worse than it was, but there was a fair amount of beverage in the bottom that the cup was swimming in. And the cup does not need to be swimming in the liquid it's supposed to be holding. So I immediately go on, contact my DoorDash assistant. I get a refund. Next thing I know, I think that I might be able to get a little bit more for the damage that was done. Especially because, like, the fee to even pay the driver was more than what I was getting back. So I was like, at least let me get that fee, that $5.99 fee. Okay, not me telling it on myself. But, like, you know, at least that. Like, the driver is still getting paid for this delivery. Okay, so it's not coming out of their pocket. It's coming out of DoorDash's pocket. I just want that $5.99. That was that service fee. I paid for the beverage. I'm going to drink the beverage. Like, I'm not even tripping about the rest of it. But, like, let me get that fee because the refund wasn't even that much. So, I go on. I try to do all of the things. Next thing I know, the support robot was telling me, oh, you get the full refund. But, it was wording it in a very weird way. So, I was like, get me a real person. I literally typed that. Get me a real person. It was like, would you like to contact an assistant? Yes, I want to talk to a real person, okay? AI, real people. So, got online and was texting back and forth for a little minute. Tell me why they said, let me investigate this for 3 hours. Another member of our team will contact you in about that time. I was like, well, I don't think that needs to be a full-on investigation for a beverage, but sure. So, yeah, now we're waiting on the outcome. So, cheers. And let's keep it going. Alrighty, so I think there's more series. Let's just get that out of the way. Oh, yes. We have the Maze Runner series. They are a little banged up. So we're gonna be giving them to other people so that they can show them a little bit of love. And then we're probably gonna find potentially the series again. I'm not entirely sure because while it was one of the series that I would say was like a core memory for me for like my dystopian era, I don't think it was like the series that got me into certain things. You know, it was just one of those things. It was like that side quest of dystopian. I really love dystopian, so I think that's what that was. I mentioned I have the Percy Jackson series, so we're giving away all of the duplicates, and with that, I had the entire series of the Hunger Games, and then I didn't, and I don't know where they are. I'm getting rid of the Tarot Cafe Volume 1 by Sang Soo Park because I have the special edition now. The reason I am giving this up Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, Volume 1 by Gregory Maguire, is because my dad got me the special edition. Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, I have the audiobook, so I don't need the physical book. The Night Circus by Erin Morgenstern, I literally only got this because of a booktuber. Caravel by Stephanie Garber. Written in the Stars by Aisha Saeed. The Inheritance Games by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. Now, I already unhauled this. Technically, I gave it a second chance, like Pan's Labyrinth, but unlike Pan's Labyrinth, it did not persuade me to pick it up. Station 11 by Emily St. John Mendel. This one was all the rage, I feel like, at one point in the bookish sphere, and I think it was because it had something to do with, like, it was around the time of the plague that shall not be named. Can you label it a plague? It was... like, it came out around that time too, I think, and it was, like, very timely. I don't know. The Soulmate Equation by Christina? Oh my goodness. Bro, that reminds me, if I can find it, I need to insert a clip of, like, my favorite people. At one point in time, still love to watch, but, like, I binged these guys. At one point, there was a minute where it was the Marauders, and instead of saying James, they were saying Quames, and like Quemus, and Quirius, and like Quitter instead of Peter.
If you break Quidditch is actually an anagram for James Potter.
Where does the Q go?
James starts with a Q.
It's a silent Q.
It's a silent Q.
Quames.
Quames.
That's quite almost.
I've got the Quames.
I'm afraid he has the case of the Quames.
Oh no! Oh, he's going full feral on me.
Children.
Yeah. I mean, what? I'm an adult. What?
What's Quemus?
Queemos!
You sound like...
La Quinta. Quitter. Quitter.
Quitter.
Quitter.
Get off of that!
Y'all probably think I'm losing all my marbles, I swear. This stuff exists. Like, it's just... Unhauling it, moving on. The Poet X by Elizabeth Acevedo. This series, Serpent and Dove by Shelby Mahurin. I have read this. Blood and Honey, also by Shelby Mahurin. I have not read this. I feel like this is just like kind of just a pattern of mine to read the first book, get the second, and then just not read it, apparently. The Astonishing Cavalier of After by Emily X. Sarpan. I read this last reading year, and it was a good experience. It was impactful, but not anything that I think I'm gonna pick up again and read. And it's also, like, it's not one of those books... Okay, hear me out. I don't think this is one of those books that is necessarily gonna get you out of a reading slump, because it is more emotional, I feel, of a story. And that's not a bad thing. It's just not one of those things where I feel it's gonna be, like, get you out of a reading slump or be the go-to reread type thing, you know? I feel like there are other books that I would choose prior to that, so I will let someone else have a great reading experience with that. And then last but certainly not least, I can't believe I chose a book that I am going to have a crash out about. Zodiac Academy! Book 1. I think it's called The Awakening by Caroline Peckham and Suzanne Valenti. That is the unhaul, and that is the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, for enjoying my rambling. I'm just really excited to, you know, film again and be back with y'all and vibe and have a good time and just, you know, chat and yap and hang out as friends, doing what we love, talking about books, talking about life, going off on occasional rants that have nothing to do with anything. And it's just a good time, okay? We're here for a good time. We come here to vibe and to have a good freaking time. So, with that being said, thank you guys so much for taking the time out of your day to watch this. I will leave everything that I said within this video that I would link down below. I'll also leave all of my socials, because you can find me in other places. And some of those other places may include, but are not limited to, my lifestyle channel, which I make vlogs and reaction videos and just like fun time stuff on that channel. My Instagram, my Bookstagram, my TikTok that doubles as both, although this new year I'm gonna try and like get that book talk account up and running, so there may be a second TikTok. And I believe I'm still able to link vocal, not entirely sure, but that may be on the end of the list. But yeah, that's where you can find me pretty much nowadays. So thank you guys again for watching, and as always, thank you guys so much for being the absolute best bookish besties that ever was, is, or ever will be. I'll be seeing you guys in the next video. Happy New Year! Can't wait to continue this journey with y'all. Bye!